Everybody wants to lose weight and keep it off. Most of the time, unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Very few people will manage to lose weight and keep it off permanently. I want to look at 4 reasons why people can lose weight. Eating too much, particularly too much of the wrong food and not enough of the right food. Thinking exercise can induce weight loss. Food addiction. Food used as the main way to enjoy life. You eat too much of the wrong food and not enough of the right food. The right foods are whole foods that people have been eating throughout the centuries before the food industry started to create processed food. This is food, this is not food, food, not food, this is food, not food, this is food, not food. Be careful of edible items that isolate the energy components of food. Eat the nuts, the olives, and the avocado. Don't eat the oils extracted from them. Eat the beet, not the sugar. Eat the orange. Don't drink the juice. Orange juice is just liquid sugar. And finally, don't eat too much. Eat mostly plants. Listen to Michael Pollan, more about him in the descriptions. Recap this for
Michael, you use a simple framework for delivering a lot of your advice on how to approach one's relationship with food, and what comes to mind is your kind of mantra: eat food, not too much, mostly plants.
Yeah. Well, you know, coming up with those 7 words, which I'm afraid will be on my gravestone unless I come up with something better soon, is the result of a very long process of examining the science of nutrition. But as I got deeper and deeper and deeper, I realized, well, actually, the key issue is, are you eating real food, or what I like to call edible food-like substances, which is to say processed foods. And so the phrase eat food, I realized that's really what you need to know to eat well. Eat food, by which I mean real food. But then I realized that isn't quite enough, because we're also eating too many calories. So not too much became part of the mantra. And then lastly, I was like, well, within the range of foods, is there a class that's better than another class? And one of the things we know is that people who eat lots of plant foods tend to have much better health and better longevity than people who eat a heavy meat diet.
Reason number 2. You make the mistake to believe exercise is going to make you lose weight. We now know it's not the case. Among other benefits, exercising will make your cardiovascular system more efficient and will increase or maintain your muscle mass. The weight loss will be minimal. There are many studies now available that have explained why most people don't lose weight with exercise. I'm not going to be redundant by showing them all to you. Instead, they are listed in the description below the video. This one is typical in its findings. I will make another video about why you should exercise, even though it's not the right way to lose weight. You wrongly assume these people look good because they exercise. Has it occurred to you that the body came first? Maybe you have to look like this if you want to be good at what they do. What do you think came first, the body or the speed? Even if we consider that athletes are lean because they burn a lot of calories, the energy burnt by competitive swimmers is out of the reach of any 40-year-old with a busy schedule. Athletes and other people who look great always watch what they eat. Please, do not try to burn excess calories exercising. Instead, do not take the calories in the first place. Reason number 3. Food addiction. Food addiction is real and backed by science. Addiction to sugar, of course. But also to animal fat. Listen to Dr. Greger tell you more about it. You can read about Dr. Greger in the description below the video.
The food industry, like the tobacco companies and other drug lords, have been able to come up with products that tap into that same dopamine reward system. Why a picture of a cheeseburger rather than sugary soda pop? Well, now we know fat may have similar effects on the brain as well. You feed some people some yogurt packed with butterfat, and within 30 minutes, you can start to see the same changes in brain activity you get when you drink sugar water. People who regularly eat ice cream, sugar and fat, have a deadened dopamine response in their brains to drinking a milkshake. It's like when drug abusers have to use more and more to get the same high. Frequent ice cream consumption is related to a reduction in reward region responsivity in humans. They're talking about the pleasure center in the brain, paralleling the tolerance observed in drug addiction. Once we've so dulled our dopamine response, we may subsequently overeat in an effort to achieve the degree of satisfaction experienced previously, which contributes to unhealthy weight gain.
If you suspect you have food addictions, consider taking serious actions. I will make a video on how to break food addictions soon. Reason number 4, you have a boring life. Being human comes with a baggage. We need to be satisfied with our lives. If we don't have an interesting life, the relentless pursuit of pleasure will take over. And the easiest way to experience pleasure is through food. Because pleasure through dopamine is the only way to have the illusion of happiness. No amount of exercise can save you. If you don't create for yourself a life you love, you'll be prone to even stronger and stronger addictions. So let's recap. If you really want to lose weight once and for all and keep it off, you need to take control of your life and really pay attention to the 4 reasons I've just mentioned. Eat the right food, which is unprocessed food, mostly plants, and not too much. You should definitely exercise. I'll tell you why in another video. But don't try to lose weight with exercise. Don't take the calories in the first place. Be aware of any food addictions you might have. And finally, build yourself an interesting life.